Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday morning. Well, before we get started, I haven't told a joke in a while, so I'm going to tell a Thanksgiving joke. I am perfectly aware, everyone, that my jokes are pretty terrible, but I think just even if we get a little slight laughter, that's something. So if you come and tell me in the hallway that my jokes are not so funny, totally get it. Totally understand. Okay, so the joke is, what is a turkey's favorite dessert? A peach gobbler. So that's kind of funny, I think. Okay, so today we're going to talk about healthy friendships versus unhealthy friendships. Last week we talked about choices, making wise choices, but we focused a lot on what are our top 3 to 5 values because it's our values in life that should guide us in our choices. And we're going to tag on to that this healthy friendships versus toxic friendships. Our values should guide us in choosing our friendships and even our dating relationships. But today we're just focusing on the friendships, and a few weeks or so from now, we are going to talk about healthy dating relationships and things like that. Um, but today we're just focusing on the friendship part. So I want us to talk about what are some different qualities that make a healthy friendship, what are qualities that make an unhealthy friendship. So before we get started into all of that, I want to know, what qualities do you look for in a friend? I'm going to give you a few minutes just to kind of quickly discuss that. What are qualities that you look for in a friend? Okay. So, the next thing I just want you to think about quietly to yourself, what friendships do you have right now in your life that you identify as healthy? So, um, let's talk about some scenarios. I want to talk about some different scenarios, and you tell me if these scenarios describe a healthy friendship or a toxic friendship. So, the first scenario is you stop talking to your friend because they do not answer your calls right away. Is that a healthy friendship or a toxic friendship? I'm going to lean towards toxic friendship. And the reason why I say that is um, you're jumping to assumptions about this friend is trying to be mean to you by not answering the phone call right away. And if this is something that you experience, that you have a friend and when you call, they don't answer your phone calls right away, really it should, to have a healthy friendship, you should go to that friend and have a conversation about it. Say, hey, I just want to make sure everything's okay. Like, I noticed when I call sometimes you don't answer quickly. I just want to make sure we're good. And it gives an opportunity for that person to respectfully share if there is a problem or not. More than likely, there isn't a problem. They were just busy doing something else, didn't hear their phone, or they didn't have their phone with them, or their phone died, or something like that. Scenario two, you are super excited about a new movie coming out, and your friend agrees to go with you to see it. Yay! It was not enjoyable because your friend complained about you choosing this movie the whole time. Healthy or toxic? I think we all can kind of agree that's a toxic friendship. Scenario three, you're having a hard day and you're quiet, and that's just not your normal. Your friend pulls you aside and mentions to you, hey, you seem really quiet today. Like, is something wrong? Like, how can I help? Is that a healthy friendship or an unhealthy friendship? That is a healthy friendship. That is a friend that's observant and seems to care. Okay, so let's talk about some different qualities. In those scenarios, we kind of mentioned some qualities, but some healthy friendships that we have in our life are made up of some of these qualities. Now, not every friendship may have every single one of these qualities, but the majority of them, they probably will. So, we're going to talk about balance, respect, support, safety, communication, and even conflict. Um, Healthy friendships have balance, and that means there's an equal give and take in the relationship. It's not kind of a lopsided friendship where one person is doing all the giving and not getting anything in return. And in a balanced friendship, um, both parties have some level of control in the friendship. It's not just one person. Um, but give and take in terms of a listening ear, in terms of giving support, in terms of inviting each other to go and do stuff. It's not one person doing all the asking and planning of getting together, but you both are kind of sharing that responsibility. The next, respect. A healthy friendship respects your opinions and perspectives, even if they don't agree. I mean, there are several things with some of my friends I don't agree with them about, but that doesn't mean that we can't have a friendship because I don't agree with them or they don't agree with me. We can just agree to disagree and still treat each other with respect. Um, Next one, next quality of a healthy friendship is support. Healthy friendship gives support when you're struggling, and they're understanding when you're just having a bad day, and they're willing to give a listening ear. The next quality of a healthy friendship is safety. So, safety is when we are in a friendship with someone who accepts us as we are. They are very aware, or they know that we have some downfalls. We have some weaknesses. We're not perfect, and we might snip at them out of irritability from time to time. But in spite of that, this friend still accepts us, still cares about us, extends grace to us in those moments, and I can just be me. That is a safe quality in a friendship. Next is communication. I think we all understand what that is, but it's in a healthy friendship, it's the ability to talk out when we're having differences of opinion, or when we're upset with each other, or when we have our feelings hurt about something they did or said or didn't do or didn't say. So communication is super important as long as it's respectful and it's calm. Um, that's the most important thing. The last quality of a healthy friendship is conflict. Now, that one usually throws people off a little bit, like, conflict, fighting is a healthy friendship. Let's kind of talk about the nuances of that a little bit. Every friendship, healthy friendships, have bumps in the road from time to time. Disagreements, somebody gets their feelings hurt, someone feels ignored or not listened to, and talking those things out is either going to help make the friendship stronger, or it's going to clarify this isn't a friendship for me. But even healthy friendships have disagreements and have arguments and have rough patches. But in a healthy friendship, we usually are able to get past those rough patches, and our friendship is solid, good. It is stronger than it was before. Um, I just think about in terms of marriages and things like that. Even healthy marriages have arguments and fights and disagreements. That doesn't mean you just go and divorce the person if we're fighting. It just means we have to sit and talk something out a little bit. Maybe we need to give each other some space for a minute. And that applies in friendships. Sometimes we may have a disagreement, but we need to agree that we're going to talk about it at some point. Even if it means right now, we're not going to talk about it. We both need some space to cool down, and then let's come back and talk about it. That is healthy friendship. Okay, so I want to give some true and false kind of statements, and I want you to tell me true or false on the statement, if it's what's true and what's not. So the first true and false. In order to have a healthy friendship, you have to talk to your friend every day. Is that true or false? I'm going to say false. I have several best friends, and all of them live out of state. I don't talk to them every day. I don't even talk to them every week. I don't even talk to them every 2 weeks. But when we do talk, it's like we've never missed a beat. Now, if your friend is local, which I do, I have a best friend here, and I still don't talk to them every day. We just both have busy lives. But when we do talk, we don't miss a beat. And we still care about each other. We go and do stuff with each other, go see a movie, go to dinner, go shop, whatever. But I don't have to talk to them every day. Now, sometimes when I was a teenager, I did. I talked to my best friend almost every day. Maybe we were in the same classes together. Maybe we didn't have any classes together, but we would find each other in the hall. All of that, you just kind of have to see what your current life situation is to determine if that is a have to, but it doesn't make it a healthy friendship just because you talk every day. True or false? Is it okay to disagree with your friends? We just talked about that. So true. It is okay to disagree with your friends. So let's talk about toxic friendships. What is a toxic friendship? Anybody know? Okay. Have you ever been in a toxic friendship? I have been. These are difficult friendships that leave us hurt, leave us angry, and often confuse us a little bit and make us feel like we're the bad guy. We're the ones that created the problem. So these toxic friendships, they really drain your mental health and your emotional well-being. So let's talk about some qualities of a toxic friendship. So first, in a toxic friendship, there is no respect or acknowledgement of your boundaries. You may have verbalized to this person what your boundaries are and what your limits are, and they seem to just ignore that and continue to do whatever it was that they were doing that was bothering you in the first place. And they don't make any effort to change that. That would be a warning sign right there that they may be somebody that's going to have a toxic friendship with you. The next quality, constant negativity. So regular complaining that leaves us drained and just feeling yuck. Regular criticism. So a friend who is always harsh with us and criticizes us, and it seems to be really unjustified. That would be a toxic friendship. Frequent and pretty regular arguments or conflict with this person. If there's just constant bickering and that kind of thing, not a healthy friendship. Lack of empathy, if they're not able to understand your feelings, understand where you're coming from and your perspectives, and be okay with that and be compassionate about it, that is not a healthy friendship. Someone who manipulates, So kind of puts you on guilt trips or convinces you that you're the one that messed things up, or you're the one that made the situation a bad situation. That is a sign of a toxic relationship. And the last one is gossip and betrayal. So, a toxic friend is one who's going to often talk about others and you possibly behind their back or your back. So, if you have a friend who's constantly coming to you about gossip that they heard about so and so, and can you believe so and so did this or said that or whatever, I think you got to ask yourself, okay, so if they're doing that about that person with me, are they going to other people and saying stuff about me behind my back? It's a warning sign right there. So, also, if they are somebody who really kind of betrays your trust in this way, it shows that they're unreliable. You can't really count on them. You're not sure when they're going to be there for you or when they're not going to be there for you. So, those are signs of healthy and toxic relationships. So, as a class, I want you guys to talk about who has modeled for you healthy friendships. Is there somebody in your family? Is there somebody here at school? Is there a specific friend that you've had in your life that has shown you or modeled for you what a healthy friendship looks like? I want you guys to talk about that, or talk about a healthy friendship that you have had and how has that friendship made you feel. So you can talk about both of those questions or just one of them, but I just want you to kind of dialogue about it a little bit. Who has modeled for you what a healthy friendship looks like, or talk about a healthy friendship you've had and how that friendship has made you feel in your life. I hope you guys have a great day. If you're having any friendship struggles or questions or not sure what to do, come find me. I'd love to talk to you about it. All right. Have a great day, guys. Bye.